the vision of India that I was taught by my family, and the one that I grew up being very familiar with, was of a pluralistic society, of a secular republic.
Okay, question about the RSS. The Indian right-wing paramilitary organization is planning to have a rally this weekend at Madison Square Garden, and there are protests against this rally, including one right now, I think, at City Hall. Shahana Hanif, Brad Lander, and Lincoln Ressler have all called for it to be canceled. Opponents to the rally cite the RSS's treatment of religious minorities in India. That's something you've spoken out about. So just want to get your position on that. And then I also have a question about open primaries.
You know, I also stand here as the first Indian American mayor in our city's history. And my mother's family is all still in India. And the vision of India that I was taught by my family, and the one that I grew up being very familiar with, was of a pluralistic society, of a secular republic that believed in the belonging of each and every person who was from India. And it has been incredibly troubling to see the rise of a movement that is predicated on an exclusionary vision of any country, frankly. And so it is one that I find myself in deep opposition to, not only as an Indian American, but also as the mayor of a city that believes deeply in the belonging of each and every person, no matter their color, their creed, their religion, their faith, wherever they're from.
Should the rally be canceled, though, at MSG this weekend?
I don't support the rally, but I don't know if the city has any jurisdiction on canceling a private event.
Thank you. We have time for some more off topic. I'll go with Nick.
How's it going, Nick? Story of his own?
I haven't seen you around lately.
I know. I once door knocked Nick, not knowing it was Nick.
True story.
Yeah. Matching sweatshirts.
Great memory. Wow.
Yeah. Not me and Nick.
Correct. My partner and
Nick and his partner.
It was humiliating.
Was it Middlebury? What was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry.
I wanted to ask if you are aware of any changes to the city, city policy that have resulted from the federal changes to work visas for international job applicants, H-1B in particular. The Trump administration last year, so before you took office, obviously, implemented a $100,000 fee for employers for each visa they've sponsored. That's affected, workforces all around the country, hospitals, nonprofits. Do you know whether it's affected city government at all?
Not off the top of my head, but we will get back to you on that question.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You can go to Dana.
Hi.
Hey, Dana, how's it going?
Good. On a related question, actually, now that a couple weeks have passed, do you have the tally of how many TPS recipients the city's had to part ways with? And can you tell us what, particular agencies were most impacted?
We can get back to you on the exact number. What I can tell you is that these were city workers across a number of different agencies, workers who performed vital service to the city. And it's just one part of why I have spoken with the president directly about the importance of extending TPS for Haitian Americans, for Syrian Americans, for so many who have now been deprived of that status. We are also talking about a status that was created with the intention of shielding sets of people from having to return to home countries that were deemed to be unstable. And when you look at the conditions in Haiti today, the idea that we would send Haitian Americans back in this moment, to me, is a betrayal of what TPS actually stands for. And we continue to call on the federal government to change that decision.